Boy, it's a picture-perfect afternoon here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The roof is open, and it is time for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 4 at the 37-yard line.
Here now, second and 4. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 7, Cowboys 0. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Cowboys had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Here's second and 10. Herbert now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They run again on first down. Cook stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Second and 5.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Here's Fields. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. James Cook, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Commanders 14, Cowboys nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Scatteroo. That is brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
They'll try it now with Scatteroo. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Now a 2nd and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Oh, boy, kind of hold your breath here because Justin Herbert, he appears to be in some discomfort after that last play. Now Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He'll dump this off to Scatteroo.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
An inside run with Scatteroo. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Cam Scatteroo, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
This makes the score. Commanders 14, Cowboys 6.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Washington.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. They're looking deep here for Flowers. Touchdown, Washington. Zay Flowers, 42 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Elliott now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Herbert.
That's taken in. It's Xavier again.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan, and this is what they...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Fields pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Oliver. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run from the gun with Scatteroo.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try and run here with Scatteroo.
And he can't quite get there. Tap it down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Scatteroo.
And this time he is in.
Cam Scatteroo
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The Cowboys will line up for the...
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Jack Campbell with a pick.
That makes the score. Commanders 21, Cowboys 12. Matt Prater set to kick off.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Here's Cook again.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Fields now to throw.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Jamison Williams,
46 yards.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Elliott now to kick this one away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive at least. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Jack Campbell with a pick.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here's Fields. The pass is caught by Kate Otten. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
And the Commanders' first down. Here we go. 319.
From the gun, here's Fields. That went into the hands of Flowers. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 1-yard line.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Palmer going to go in motion left. Fields throwing again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And 1 yard to go.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before the break. Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Going quickly out to the right side. Touchdown! Cade Otton as time expires in the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead on a final play of the half. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Fields going to change things up here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's Williams on the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
First down, Commanders.
To throw is Fields. Otton brings it in over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Washington.
Now it's Fields. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jameson Williams who's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here we go.
Palmer going to go in motion left. Now Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
Touchdown, Washington. Zay Flowers with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders are an extra point away from going up by 30.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
42. Cowboys 12.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
Set to kick off.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Cowboys take
And
over
good
first
starting
and
field
10.
position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb laying himself out in the end zone. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
The Cowboys will line
They'll
up
try and
the
throw for
two-point
it.
conversion.
It's caught at the 1. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Again, it's Cook. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 95 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And the Commanders first down.
319, that's it.
Here's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now Cook running right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. James Cook with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, son. 58, we see that.
Fields. Flush to his right. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Here we go, son. 58, we see that. All right.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and 10, Fields. This one taken in by Otten. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Cade Otten, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Give up the middle, Scatteroo. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
First down, here's Scatteroo. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards.
yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He's going to wind up and air it out. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked by Jacob Parrish. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
First down, Washington.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing left sideline complete. That's Palmer.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Trey Palmer,
31 yards.
And the Commanders add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Cowboys 20.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the gun, Herbert on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 6.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Commanders.
Cook up the gut. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Commanders 70, Cowboys 20.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Cowboys.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That one complete to Ligon. And the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Herbert. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is caught. And they're going to see this one to the end. They'll get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Back to throw, Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott on for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Commanders 77, Cowboys 28. Jake Elliott.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now... you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll start on the ground with Scatterby.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.